First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. And we're going to kick it off with something like, give me Proverbs chapter 3. Proverbs, the 3rd chapter.
Over 3.
Yep, right here with it.
19.
This is Proverbs 3, verse 19.
Bring it out.
The Lord by his wisdom hath founded the earth.
Hold on. That's already a lot. The Lord said, by his wisdom, he founded the whole earth. Why do you think the Most High God wants us? How do you be accepted by the Most High God? How do you obtain the Most High God's love? Who knows? You say keeping the commandments. It say what? Can you find me that precept? He knows. It's in the book though. Because it said, wisdom obtaineth his love. Yes, one in Sirach. It's another one in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe. I'm going to search it up because I don't got it memorized either. I want to say the 7th chapter of Wisdom of Solomon. Let's see. Wisdom obtained. Bear with me. 8 and 21. Nah. Okay. We thinking of Sirach 19:18. We knew that. We knew that scripture. Bring that out when you got it, about the shot.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him.
Right? So if you want to be accepted by the Most High God, like Yadadiah said, keep the commandments.
That's right.
But if you want to be loved by the Most High God, read.
And wisdom obtaineth his love.
Wisdom what?
Wisdom obtaineth his love.
One more time.
Wisdom obtaineth his love.
Wisdom obtains his love. If you want the Most High God to accept you, keep his commandments. If you want him to love you, you got to grow in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Let's go back to Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 19 because it's hot. The first thing he said, read that again.
This is Proverbs 3, verse 19.
Bring it out.
The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens.
That's mighty right there. All of the things that you see on earth, the things that you don't see, the principalities, the spiritual aspects of this world, things that you can't even imagine, the things that you can see, the things that you can feel, the things you can understand, the Most High God created all of this by wisdom and understanding. That's hot. That's real hot. And you know how hot, how much more heavy it is? The Most High God he's building us through the Spirit, because wow, it tells you, the scriptures say that Israel is his firstborn son,
God.
Aharon, we talked about this a few nights ago. We kind of been talking about this more. One thing that we got in common when it comes to our children, as far as me and Aharon, one of our goals is everything that's inside of our minds, everything that we know and understand and have wisdom of, we said it's our principal goal to teach our son what's in our head. That's the Most High God's. That's what the Most High God is doing to us. As his firstborn son, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding he gave to us. He's building us up so we can actually walk in wisdom. And actually, give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8. And we're going to start at verse 1. We're going to go back to Proverbs. So give me a moment. 8 and 1. Watch this. It's important to have wisdom. The Most High God gave us wisdom. Hey, is it our goal, is it our duty from the Most High God to place the whole world in order?
God.
Kind of like.
God.
So it's important that we grow in wisdom. Read what you got.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily,
Right.
and sweetly doth she order all things.
She does what?
And sweetly doth she order all things.
It says order. Sweetly does wisdom order all things. If you don't have wisdom, you can't place things in order. You can't put the pieces of the puzzle together without wisdom. The Most High God put this whole entire earth together through wisdom. And he established it by understanding. And he gave that to us so we can order earth with wisdom. That's hot. The Most High God gave all men on earth senses. To be able to see, to be able to smell, to be able to taste, to be able to hear, to be able to touch, to be able to communicate. But he gave the children of Israel understanding. He gave us wisdom. That's a beautiful thing, man. The Most High God, we can talk about the Most High God's creations all day and not get tired. Let me get Psalms chapter 19 and verse 1, Baba Kashaf. Psalms 19 and 1.
This is Psalms 19 and 1.
Go.
The heavens declare the glory of God,
Right?
and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
It says, the Most High God's firmament. This firmament, this earth, it shows the Most High God's handiwork. A man's handiwork, at best, he might make a damn house.
Right.
But we don't got a lot of men out here doing that no more, making houses by themselves. Hey, Jake on Feast of Tabernacles can barely put up a tent. That's his handiwork, and he proud he put that tent together. He had instructions. He had an instruction manual. Every part of the tent was labeled A, B, C, and D. You got steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our handiwork. But the Most High God's handiwork is crazy.
That's right.
He put the stars in a perfect alignment. He makes the sun go up and go down and give brightness. He makes the clouds appear so you have shade on a hot day. Hey, you got all different kinds of trees. Trees for nuts, fruits, berries. You got all of these different. This is the Most High God's handiwork. It's fabulous. It's nothing. I can't do enough. I can't say enough to explain how perfect his creations is. But he did it all through wisdom. It wasn't on accident. When you look at a man's body, his anatomy, the biology of it, when you get down to it on a molecular level, the science of it, you can't even fathom it. Your body, you might get a scrape. Next week it's healed. He did that.
That's right.
And it wasn't on accident. When it comes down to wisdom, through understanding, he established every single thing. Everything. But he gave that to us. Let's keep reading on that proverb. You got a precept, yeah? Woo! You got Wisdom Solid 13. That go crazy. Let's say that because I want to go to Exodus 32 here in a minute. I'm going to get into some idolatry. But, yeah, bring that up.
Oh.
Hey, let me rephrase that. I said we're going to get into some idolatry. Hey, leave that in there. That's a camp blooper. Oh, gosh. We're not going to get into no idolatry. We're going to discuss the scriptures. And it's going to talk about idolatry. There we go. All right, Khan, bring that up.
This is
Hey, y'all gotta balance out the line on this side for me. All right, let's slide down a little bit. Y'all wild. All right, bring it up.
This is Proverbs 3 verse 20.
Bring it out.
By his knowledge, the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down to dew.
Hey, by his knowledge, he makes different he got rain clouds, stratus clouds. I can't even tell you all the different clouds, but it's a plethora of them. By his knowledge, he did that. He made rain come down from a cloud and go into the soil. And it feeds the plants and the seeds in the soil. You're getting energy from the sun into a plant. Through knowledge, he did that. And he gave it to us. Gave us enough wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to say, hey, look, this seed, it's going to be this kind of plant or this kind of fruit. We're going to plant this at this time of year. Through knowledge, he did all of this. And he broke up the deep, the different parts of the sea. The sea is so massive, we cannot, as a man, we cannot search it out. Men, the most mightiest, wisest guys. I'll just say guys for now. No one has been able to search out the deep. The Most High can, though. He created things that we can never even go dig up. That's how mighty he is. He say that for himself. That's hard. Go ahead.
My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion.
It says keep sound wisdom and discretion, and don't let it depart from your eyes. Whenever you walking in this truth, it's like water. Water can go anywhere. It can go into any crevice. It can seep and leak through anything. But you gotta have, if you want to maintain yourself and not become stagnant when it comes to this truth, you gotta maintain wisdom, knowledge, and discretion and discernment at all times. We can't afford to make these certain mistakes. Right? Let's keep going.
So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck.
Right. And this is what actually makes you alive, when you move in with wisdom and discretion and discernment. Read.
Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely.
Hey, if you do this, you do it the right way, the Most High God, he said you're going to walk in your way safely. Read.
And thy foot shall not stumble.
And your foot not going to stumble. You're not going to slip. You're not going to stumble, because every time you make a move, you considering the Most High God. You considering his perfect, the honorable, holy, and perfect laws. You considering, okay, well, would it be better if I do this or if I do that? If I do that, it's going to come with it. That's using discernment. That's you applying discretion. That's you applying wisdom. If you want to live, if you love life, this is how you should be moving. This is how you should operate. And you'll find out you're always safe when you're moving in this way. I think that's all. What verse you end at? 23. We can read a little bit more.
When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet.
Hey, look, if you want a good night's rest, a sweet slumber, peace. If you want peace, if you want safety, peace, and a good night's rest, walk with wisdom. She gonna protect you. She gonna keep you safe. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh.
Right. So when all hell breaking loose, give me Isaiah 33:6, Baba Kashah, on the double. It says, when all of these atrocities is happening, when fear and desolation is coming upon the wicked, you don't have to be afraid. The Most High God love you because you walk with wisdom. He accepted you because you fear him and you keep commandments. Wisdom is super important. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
And wisdom.
And what?
And wisdom.
And who?
And wisdom.
Come on.
And knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation.
And strength of what?
And strength of salvation.
Come on.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right? That's a beautiful, beautiful precept, especially at a time like this. It says, wisdom and knowledge is going to be, he didn't say it might be, he said it is going to be the stability of these times. When crazy stuff start popping off. Every day, look, it's a beautiful thing when you can get into a rhythm with the Most High God and his truth. You know how in sports you get into a rhythm with working out, the workouts, and it becomes easier for you. And it's like, man, this is just a part of it. This is just a grind. It's a beautiful thing when we on the Most High God's time. We on his page. We in rhythm with the Most High. We flowing with the Most High God. We going at his pace. When you catch that rhythm in his truth, it's a beautiful thing when you naturally applying wisdom. It's not a day that goes by where I don't apply wisdom. That's a necessity. If you want to live, you have to have wisdom. Just like if you want to live, you got to have water. You got to feed your body with nutrients. It's certain minerals and vitamins our bodies cannot properly function without. And wisdom is something that every man must have, especially if you want to be over anybody. If you want to lead your family, you want to lead your household in righteousness, you can't go a week without applying wisdom.
Precept.
You can't fold up and stress out and just say, I can't do this no more. You got to apply wisdom every single day. Bring it out, y'all.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 7.
Bring it up.
Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before a scepter, and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her.
Yeah.
Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as a little sin, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. I loved her above health in beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out.
Hey, that's a beautiful passage right there. It's literally talking about how important and how valuable wisdom is. It says it's better than any kind of money.
That's right.
Any kind of precious ruby or metal, wisdom, hey, by a long shot is way above that. By a long shot. It says wisdom is that light that never goeth out. If you want to walk and not bump into things, and I'm saying walk because it's easier to be understood. When you walk in, because we all know in life it's a long journey, it's a walk. You got to move at a pace that you can consistently keep. This is one of the things I always teach brothers and sisters that's new in the truth. It's not a short sprint. It's just not. Life is not a short sprint.
That's right.
And that's something that everyone needs to understand. I see certain brothers in the truth moving at a way faster pace than me. They zealous for the Most High God. Zealous for the laws. Same. I'm zealous for the Most High. I'm zealous for the laws. But the speed and the rate that they can dish out and move at that pace consistently, I can't. The Most High God didn't give me a spirit like that. He didn't give me as much spirit as he gave other brothers. Honorable brothers, honorable camps. We can sit here for a while and name some of the honorable brothers in this nation who day in, day out, week in, week out, year by year, ever since I came into truth, they consistently put in more work than a lot of people. That's because the Most High God gave them a spirit like that.
That's right.
A pace that they can keep. Now it's important for y'all new brothers and even myself to move at a pace that you can consistently keep. Because it's not a quick sprint. It's a marathon, and you got to pace yourself. If you want to cross the finish line, you have to move at a pace that you can keep. Go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13, Baba Kashab. 24 and 13, watch this. This is a classic precept. Everybody gonna know this precept after I read it. But you gotta consider certain things, read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 13.
Bring it out.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
So it's two key words I want to pick apart. What's the first one? Endure. Endure. The second one is saved. Now check this out. When it comes to endurance, you don't need to endure something that happens in a blink of an eye.
Right.
That happens quickly. The only time you need to endure is when you have a long period of time in front of you. Something that takes time. This truth, this walk, acquiring knowledge, trying to obtain the Most High God's love, trying to get your household in order, trying to get your body in subjection. These things take time. That's why your Lord, that's why Yahweh Shah said that. He said, if you endure, then you're going to be saved, bro. Because you got to endure. It's no way that you can move at this pace at 100 miles per hour and endure, bro. You have to build up to that speed. If you talk to someone who ran cross country, they tell you, I don't have the same pace as everybody else. It's certain times of the race or the run or the marathon where you pick up your speed, yes. But overall, you got to pace. You got to understand how to pace yourself in this truth. It's a beautiful thing when you can pace yourself. You can find a rhythm with the Most High God, get in rhythm with the truth, with the words of the Most High God, with the Spirit of the Most High God, knowing how the Spirit come down and operate with brothers, sisters, children. It's a beautiful thing when you can get in rhythm with like-minded brothers. Go out to the highways, byways, and the hedges. Feed your people with the milk, with the food that they really need. It's a beautiful thing when you can get in rhythm with that. And the truth isn't a job no more. The truth is not a job. The truth is the truth, and it's just a way of life. This is what you do. Hey, brothers say this all the time. Repentance, is that a one-time thing? It's a way of living. It's a way of life. How you doing, King? You all right? Yeah, he all right. Hey, man, come talk to me about the Bible. What you know about the Bible, King?
The Bible is in the verse.
Say it one more time. He ain't trying to deal with that. I thought I was going to have a conversation with the other.
10 minutes.
Kind. All right, we were still in Proverbs 3, man. I can't. We in Proverbs 3. I think that's all I wanted on Proverbs 3. I think we got. I think it's a
There
lot.
was one more to finish it off.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
I'll start at 25. This is Proverbs 3, verse 25.
Bring it up.
Be not afraid of sudden fear,
Right.
neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, for the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
All praises to the Most High God that we can proudly, loudly, and with confidence say the Most High God gonna protect us.
That's right.
And we don't gotta guess. We don't gotta wonder. We know He gonna protect us because what we do every day. We in rhythm with the Most High God. We in concordance with the Scriptures. We agree with what the Scriptures say and we do it. When you can get into a perfect beat, a sound rhythm, and endure for however long you gotta endure for, man, it's a beautiful feeling when you can get on track with the Most High. When you can know in your conscience, you literally got peace. It's a different kind of peace. A lot of people, hey, give me, you might be able to find it quicker. It's in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe the 17th or 18th chapter. It talks about a prison without iron bars. You think you can find it? A lot of times, the biggest war is not what we having with somebody else. A lot of times it starts with yourself. Hey, how you gonna win a war against your enemies and you can't even win a simple battle with demons that you got? How you gonna clean up the nation of Israel, but you can't clean up the demons and the skeletons in your closet that you fight? And we gotta start right here. It's a beautiful thing when in your brain, in your conscience, in your soul, you feel at peace. And it comes from these scriptures. It comes from meditating in the law, statutes, and commandments day and night. I'm not going to give y'all it ain't no secret. It's not hidden. It's not far away. It's not somewhere underneath the earth. It's not in the damn mountain. It's not in the cave. It's not in the deep. The secrets to peace. Hey, give me Psalms 119 and 165. Bring that out.
You want just to...
Actually, I want this one first, but we're going to get that. We're going to get it for sure. 119. If you want peace, I'm going to show you. Because it's not no secret. It's not hidden. The Most High God wouldn't hide that from us. He wouldn't tell us to serve Him and then cover up how to serve Him. It's right there. It's simple. So let's get that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 165.
Yo.
Great peace.
Whoa.
Read that.
Great peace have they which love thy law.
No, that love thy law sometimes.
Great peace have they which love thy law.
If you want peace, if you want to stop warring with the things of this life, you want to stop warring with your spouse, your wife, you want to stop warring with your brothers, if you dead serious about serving the Most High God and changing your life and really converting and really being in the truth, because the truth is literally, that's why we call it the truth. Because it's the truth. There's no lies in it. It's the truth. And the truth is always strong. God! Great peace have they which love thy law.
That's right.
Finish that out and we're going to go over here.
Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them.
And you're not going to be offended no more. Your spirit isn't going to be so easily tossed to and fro. Because the law say this. Right? Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, 17, verse 16.
Bring it out.
So then whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in a prison without iron bars.
Hey, it's a such thing as a prison, but there's no iron bars. When you go to prison, when you go to jail, they put you in a cell, in a confined space, and there's bars, and you locked up, and you can't do nothing to get out. No matter how hard you bang on them iron bars, no matter how much you scream, no matter how bad you want to get out, you can't get out. There's nowhere you can go. If you feel like you're stuck in a place like that, not physically, but mentally, if you want to get out of that situation, get out of that prison, get out of your mind, you beating yourself up. You your worst enemy. Why? Because you can't figure out how to get peace. If you want peace, the scripture says, great peace have they which love thy law. Have you ever took a moment? Have you ever took a breather and just said, okay, I'm going to really try and find peace. How do I do it? Have you ever really considered on how to find that? A lot of people say they want happiness. A lot of people say they want peace, but they never really sit down and really meditate on how to acquire that. A lot of times they make the terrible assumption that money, notoriety, fame, being a celebrity is equated with peace and happiness, but that is literally the opposite of what it is. More money comes what?
Problems.
How brothers know that? Because you brothers got wisdom. You know what's crazy? When I was the brokest in my life, not just me, my father. It's been times in my life where I've been super broke. Super broke. Through the Most High God, He restored me. But you gotta know how to be low. You gotta know how to balance. You gotta know how to do both. You gotta be balanced. But I noticed when I stayed with my dad, it was bad. It was awful. But that was the easiest time in my life when we ain't had no money. That's for real. That is serious. I don't know if brothers is hearing me when I say this. Things were so much simpler when it was just me and my dad and we was completely out of money. We wasn't at Christian church though. That was shaky. It was shaky. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, we learn from those experiences.
That's right.
Money does not equal happiness. Brothers just up here tested. More money, more problems. Somebody said they had a quick precept or point. Yeah, bring it up. Yeah, you good.
All right.
I'm gonna let you touch on it too.
Con.
27.
You dropped it. And we was just in there. It's hot like that. Why we in Proverbs 3 like that today?
You was already in 3?
We started at 19 though, and we read down from there.
13 and read to 17.
That's perfect.
This is Proverbs 3 and 13.
Bring it out.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
Right.
She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou castest desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, pleasingness, and all her paths are peace.
Sheesh. You want to touch on that?
Going in exactly what he said. If you want to find peace, you want to get understanding from the Most High, you want to fear Him, keep His commandments, and once you do that and you find wisdom in that, you will see that it's worth more than rubies. It's worth more than gold. You will find pleasantness in that and peace. I mean, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, that's hot. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways. And I want to touch on that because the brother was going into how you got to keep a pace and you got to endure. Like when you first start trying to attain wisdom, it's not just going to come to you just quick and easy. It's not instant gratification.
Right.
Like when I first heard it, it was like a beautiful feeling already, but when you really want to walk in wisdom, it's going to be hard at the first beginning because you ain't used to that. You ain't used to having laws to govern yourself. But what I was saying about it is you gotta You got to commit yourself unto wisdom. Everybody wants wisdom. You know you want wisdom. But it's not, she not just gonna come easy, she gonna try you. Let me finish this, let me read it. It say, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul, and try him by her laws. So she gotta see if you worthy.
Right.
She not just giving it up like this. She gotta see if you worthy. You know, if you really wanna keep these commandments. Then, verse 18, then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets.
It said then.
See, that's why I wanted to bring this out. Because look, the brother was talking about, you know, you got to get into that pace, and it's a beautiful thing when you get into that rhythm. It's like when you running and you catch that runner's high. Because when you first start running, your heart start beating, you start sweating, you start curling. You're like, damn, I don't want to keep running.
Right.
And then your brother like, nah, come on. Then we run it. Then you start.
We here.
Your
Yeah.
lungs
You start breathing.
Yeah.
You start like, yeah. Now you catching that. Now you catching that rhythm the brother was talking
Yeah.
about. That's why I wanted to go into this. Once you really commit yourself unto wisdom, she gonna come unto you the straight way, and it's gonna become easier. You know, you gonna grow. It's gonna click. It's gonna start making sense.
Then you're gonna be like a well-oiled machine,
That's right.
and you can make moves. Every time you make a move, wisdom right there by your side. Hey, everybody wants a wife who's gonna support them in their moves, and who's gonna literally be that pillar of peace. That peace that you can count on. Wisdom is that. Before a wife ever was, wisdom was. Before you had a wife, wisdom was supposed to be your rib. She was supposed to be your wife. Yeah, she's supposed to be your first love. Give me Proverbs 5:19. Yeah, Sirach chapter 1. We could talk about that all day. We can talk about 5:19. Check that out. I think that's what I want.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 19.
Right out.
Let her.
Let who?
Let her.
Her is who?
Wisdom. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
Right.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Let her what?
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Right.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
So wisdom is literally personified as a her, as a woman, as a wife. It says, let her breast satisfy. What do you get from breast? You get milk. Right? You get nutrition. You get the basics, the foundation of things. That's what wisdom comes with. And you fall in love with that. It become your peace. And you don't want nobody else but her. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. If you want peace, if you want great peace, you got to fall in love with these laws, statutes, and commandments. You can never forsake her. A wisdom is literally, whenever you make a marriage with a regular woman, you have a covenant and a contract. And no matter what's going on, you have a duty to always be with her. That's your rib.
That's right.
You have to be with her. It's not if we get in an argument, we can break up. No, that's your wife. Through thick and thin, through death, same thing with wisdom. It's a covenant. Once you in that covenant with wisdom, it's that. It ain't no going back. It ain't no going and dealing with Buddhism. It ain't no going back to Christianity. Buddhism, huh? What is it? No, I'm going with Buddhism now. It's booty, but I'm telling you, no more Buddhism. Through the spirit, you hear me? We on fire. That's another camp blooper. Leave that in there, King.
They got a church like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, somebody said they had a preset.
I got one.
Okay. Who called it first?
He got it first.
All right, I'll let you go first.
This is Sirach 1:1.
Get it out.
All wisdom coming from the Lord.
Yeah.
And is with him forever.
Right.
Who can number the sand of the sea?
Nobody.
And
Only
the-
the Most High.
And the drops of rain?
Right.
And the days of eternity? Who can find out the height of heaven and breadth of the earth in the deep in wisdom? Wisdom have been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. The word of God Most High is fountain of wisdom, and in her ways are everlasting commandments.
Hey. It's so much Sirach, if you ain't got nothing else to do, read Sirach chapter 1. One of my most recommended books to read is Sirach. If you want to obtain the Most High God's love, you got to know how to use wisdom.
That's right.
You got to know how to walk with wisdom. Hey, can two walk together unless they be agreed? You have to walk on the same accordance as wisdom. Because you know why? Wisdom is on accordance with the Most High.
That's right.
If you want to walk with God, walk with wisdom. Walk with wisdom. If you want to gain wisdom, read Sirach, read Proverbs. Read the whole Bible. You're going to see different accounts. You're going to see testimonies. You're going to see people getting put through trials and tribulations. People falling short. People doing good, doing bad. You gain wisdom by reading about their experiences. This Bible is amazing. This book is amazing. These the words of the Most High God. You still have the precept? Bring it out.
This is continuing on in Proverbs 4. This is the book of Proverbs. Salah. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
Why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger? So as in verse 19, wisdom was being compared to a wife and a beautiful woman, and who you should be satisfied with at all times.
That's right.
Now he asking, why will you be ravished with the love of a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Wisdom is like a beautiful woman, but you see these other philosophies, these strange philosophies.
Bring it out.
You know, you see a woman on the side of the road, she kind of got her booty out, she kind of got her chest out, and you fascinated with that, and you put away wisdom.
Right.
You no longer dealing with wisdom. You too preoccupied with this harlot. You too preoccupied with this strange woman. These other doctrines.
Right? Just how wisdom from the Most High God is a beautiful woman. A woman you want to be with at all times. You want to have her by your side no matter where you go. These other nations, they have women too. They have their own gods, their own laws, their own wisdom, their own knowledge. But them women that they dealing with, when you compare them to the women, the wisdom of the Most High God is not to be compared to. They women ain't like our women. On a spiritual level, on the physical level, on all levels, man. But I don't want to be too long-winded. I think that's my time. With that, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.